white pieces against Alireza. Yep.
If Alireza wins and Wesley loses, Alireza wins
It's
the
done.
tournament in this round.
Got it. And here
See?
we go.
English.
4 knights with G3.
I think Nepo changed his shirt. I think it was the unlucky shirt. He was wearing
I
something
honestly
orange,
think
right?
so, yeah. Honestly think so.
Boy, they're blitzing out Queen C2 and Knight B4 as if this is all routine. Peter, is it routine?
Well, after Bishop C5 is arguably the most topical position of the English opening today. But Queen C, rare move to a degree. But I'm pretty sure that all of these players have analyzed pretty much every single option White has after Bishop G2, Bishop C5 on move 7. And Queen C2, of course, is one of them. It's a square to which the queen often belongs.
Yeah.
Knight G4 makes sense as well, because we're moving it away. It has to go to some awkward squares like B1, and we're waiting for a 3, and then we will happily put our piece back on the good D5 square. Seems like nothing of value was lost for black here.
Just the inclusions of the Knight B4 and Queen B1.
I was expecting B4.
Somehow me too. I was even expecting somehow E3 or Rook D1, but D2, D3 was Nepo's choice.
I guess he wants the bishop to go
reverse
to
Sicilian.
D2.
Yeah, reverse Sicilian.
Reverse Sicilian, but with queen on B1, so...
Right. The move H7, H6 could easily be identified as a prelude to F5. You don't want to encourage knight to G5 when your king is still on G8. Had Alireza played king H8 as well, that's where F5 really
You can
comes
still
through.
play F5 and on knight C5 maybe just take.
Yeah, this is sometimes something that black sometimes does, and the position does become somewhat more unbalanced than usual, because the pawn on E5 could become a target. White will probably develop the bishop to B2. Instead, Alireza goes with A5, B5, Knight D4 probably was completely fine, which is why Jan goes with B takes A5.
The wildcard is completely dropped. F5 is trapping the knight. Knight's hanging.
Knight G2, Knight... Oh.
Blunder alert. Oh.
Knight D2, Knight C3,
Knight G2, Knight C3, yeah,
Oh.
the knight does have squares, but now Knight G2, Knight C3 is incredibly strong.
Oops.
Yeah, not having Knight C5 as an option has been a massive, massive change, of course. And Jan, yeah,
I mean, this horrible streak is continued.
yeah, is liable to continue here, because after Knight C3 we still cannot really take on B7, because Knight takes A5, and the queen has to drop back to B2. You are in... I mean, it's probably the best he has. It's probably the best he has, but it's very, very bad.
Wow. Simply
There's
wow.
a question mark next to bishop D5.
Yeah, Queen D7 was strong. After Bishop D5, black is still much better, but after Queen D7, the engine was suggesting black is basically winning. Now we go Queen B1.
d6 or not, but I still like your move c4 very much.
We're about to see that.
Yep.
c4, bishop c2, quickly played.
Well, trade. Oh, I was about to say rook takes e5. Get rid of that active rook. You didn't do it.
You can play rook e8, yeah, and just force the trade.
Rook e8. I said no. Bishop takes f5 check.
Defend it with the other rook.
Yes.
Yeah, the best piece is about to be traded, and Nepo really doesn't have much counterplay left.
96.
Rook d5. I mean, in time trouble, there's always a chance to blunder. But
Yeah,
that's
and it's kind of regrettable because White now has beautiful coordination. Everything protects everything.
It just has no piece and
Yeah,
no queen.
if only the early parts of this game weren't as disastrous as they were.
Right?
Yeah. Queen a8 maybe, or queen a5. Yeah, you can choose. There we go.
e8. Yeah, that's a good
There
square.
we go.
By the way, threatening a discover check against the king. You don't really want to do anything with the king.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
queen is now back to good squares. We can go knight e4 and we start to shift the white pieces. Yeah, once you have to trade one of the bishops, the game is completely over.
Then it's done.
Now we can switch to the mating attack
Did it
against with rook
checkmate?
d1, queen g4
Queen
or
g4,
something.
right? The
Yeah.
champion.
And Lev is beating Hikaru.
c4.
Oh, that's a good move.
And congrats to Alireza.
That does it. As
Winning the tournament with 2 rounds to spare.
impressive.
Very impressive. Especially in Blitz, he's resolved just win it, just